right, you delightful human beings, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, and today we are gathered here to watch our stories. We're here to watch Friday Night Smackdown, and this week's from my hometown up in Cleveland, and we've got some pivoting, to say the least, tonight. So this week, of course, Hulk Hogan passed away, so they're doing the tribute for him tonight, and that makes sense. I mean, Hulk Hogan and WWE are pretty synonymous with each other. I know, like, there's been a lot of conversation, a lot of discourse, right? It's such a complicated thing because, yes, like, Hulk Hogan was, like, a major part of WWE, right? But, like, we also have to think that there were also, like, other people in the mix to, you know, kind of get Hulk Hogan up to that status, right? Like, you know, the Iron Sheik and Macho Man Randy Savage, like all these other people that he was with along the way during the run of Hulkamania at the time. And there was also Vince McMahon that was behind the marketing of Hulk Hogan. So, you know, I get where people are coming from, like, oh yeah, like Hulk Hogan was my favorite wrestler because, you know, back in the day in the 80s and into the 90s a little bit, more so in the 80s, I would think, they might not have known about the person behind Hulk Hogan, like, you know, how we have all this information today or anything like that. So I can kind of understand that perspective, but at the same time, I mean, I grew up in the 2000s and into the 2010s, so I didn't grow up watching Hulk Hogan or anything like that. Obviously, the legacy of Hulk Hogan, you know, for better or for worse, is kind of throughout, you know, wrestling today and stuff like that. I don't want to say it's like complicated to touch on per se, because I mean, we're not going to excuse the behavior along the way. And I mean, we have seen a lot of wrestling lore along the way, and just, I mean, there's endless videos, right, of like the person behind Hulk Hogan. I think we can agree on that. And just, you know, ever since 2015 with like the initial comments, I was like, you know me as a person, you know, just treat people the way that you would want to be treated, right? That's something that many of us learned in kindergarten. You know, we don't tolerate, you know, racism, sexism, anything like that. So, like, let people have the memories that they had of, like, Hulk Hogan, maybe the interactions even that they might have had. But it's hard to not talk about Hulk Hogan without talking about all the other things. Because, again, it all goes back to really the lore and, like, the history of WWE and stuff like that. We've seen a lot of the discourse on the internet. I'm not going to repeat, you know, a lot of the stuff that we've seen, but I think that's kind of the best way that I can kind of articulate this. I mean, my first exposure to Hogan was like in the mid 2000s with like the Shawn Michaels feud, the Randy Orton feud, Hogan Knows Best, and into the TNA era, right? So yeah, like, again, I didn't grow up in the Hulk Hogan era, like during the Hulkamania era in the 80s. I didn't see the NWO in the 90s. And again, once again, like, there was more to the NWO than just Hogan. You had to have Hogan, Hall, and Nash involved to make the original NWO happen, right? So, like, there's no secret that Hogan was like very much imprinted like all over, you know, wrestling history and a lot of those big pivotal plot points that help make wrestling mainstream today. So we can at least acknowledge that and acknowledge those contributions, right? I think that's pretty safe to say, but not be thrilled with a lot of the different actions and just moments along the way that we're kind of aware of today, right? I think, is that kind of fair to say? I think it is. Again, I didn't want to make this long-winded intro, but I think, you know, but I've been seeing just a lot of just discourse, and I wanted to try to sum it up the best way that I could, possibly. So I think that's probably the best way that I could sum things up. I don't know. But yeah, like, I mean, let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. If you have any Hogan memories or even just thoughts in general, I want to hear everything down in the comments, whether it's positive, negative, somewhere in between, or even a little bit of both. Again, we're here for the discourse. Just please be nice to each other in the comments. Don't like have a full-blown shouting match, and just keep it civil. That's how we operate around. So on that note, we've got Smackdown to get to, people. So let's get to. Oh, joyous occasion. We get to start things here with good old Logan Paul at our not hometown. He was introduced as the pride of Cleveland, and it's really like, oh, he's the pride of Westlake. You're from Westlake? We established this in the lore last year, Logan Paul. I'll make sure to link that in the bio down below. Really, we have like The Miz, Gargano, they're from Cleveland. They're on this show. I mean, technically The Miz is from Parma, but you get the idea. Well, yeah, Westlake made you. You did not make this city. For the love of God, he's not from Cleveland. I'm so sick of this dude. I'm so sick of this dude. I mean, I have probably many people over there in Cleveland at least are geographically from the same area as you are, Logan Paul. So that's how we're connected, right? Like, I'm from Rocky River, he's from Westlake. We've established this in the lore time and time again. Like, Westlake was next door to my hometown, and I spent a decent amount of time in Westlake. In fact, Cody was in Westlake at the Giant Eagle at frickin', I think it was at Crocker Park. I remember when Crocker Park was being built back in the day. I used to go there pretty regularly to go shopping. And Kmart used to be out that way. I know I just aged myself by saying that. I don't care. I made it out to Logan Paul, but here we are. Cincinnati adopted me. He's giving back. Oh no. Oh no. You know what, Logan Paul? How about you give the money back to the people from Crypto Zoo? How about you give refunds back to the Lunchleys? How about you give me a refund on my time back? The what? He's bringing out the human donut hole who made a mockery of our business. Sir, you are a mockery of the business. Oh, God dang it, Logan Paul. I'm so sick of this dude. You leave Kentucky out of your mouth, Logan Paul. Hey, I mean, Jelly Roll's got some decent trons there. Look at that. Like, this man looks like he's so excited to be here, and I love that. I don't know much of Jelly Roll or his music, but he does look like he actually wants to be there, and he's into it. Two of WWE's finest. Well, Drew, yes, you know Logan Paul. The moment maker. Oh, he's made a number of moments, all right. But he's teaming with Randy Orton, like... Randy Orton's one of the goats. Jelly Roll brought up Westlake. Keep going, Jelly Roll. You're doing great. Oh my God, Jelly Roll, thank you. You've never had a struggle. I'm rooting for you, Jelly Roll. Man, Jelly Roll, keep cooking. You're doing great. Is a ring. He only brought a ring light. Oh my God. Man, see, he's got conviction and everything. Listen to this. No, like, here's the thing though. Like, people can be inspired by different people. Logan Paul does not inspire anyone. Keep going, Jelly Roll, keep going. Oh no, Drew's right there. Randy, get out here, please. The fact that Logan Paul's feeling threatened by Jelly Roll is hilarious to me, but Jelly Roll has been cutting a better promo than Logan Paul. Jelly Roll's one of us, he's singing the theme song. And then Randy came out. I don't care, get rid of Logan Paul and keep Jelly Roll at this point. Listen, I know we've ripped apart a lot of these celebrity appearances over time, but Jelly Roll's understanding his assignment here. And then some. He's doing great. Go after him, Jelly Roll. Go after him. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, Drew did a lot of the work there on Jelly Roll, and now Logan Paul's going in for the stupid little punch there. But, like, that's the thing, though. If he's going in with all these punches on Jelly Roll, doesn't that make his punch finisher move, like, ineffective? Oh, there's Randy. Oh, that's incredible. Look at how much, like, just enthusiasm and energy that Jelly Roll has in this whole situation here. Like, again, like I've said, I have no problem with celebrity involvements as long as it's, like, good. Jelly Roll's been exceeding expectations so far. I guess in an interview, like, Jelly Roll was like, oh yeah, no, I relocated to Orlando for a few weeks to really train and be laser focused and everything. That is dedication right there, because I mean, like, it's Jelly Roll. He's like a huge, like, music star and stuff, right? So, I mean, that's dedication right there. At least to me anyway. That shows, like, hey, we're, like, actually serious about this type of energy, right? So, I mean, as long as everyone's putting in the work and they look like they actually want to be there and they're putting in some effort, then, like, I'm here for it, to be honest. But my God, we used to have so much fun just, like, ripping apart Logan Paul to shreds, but just terrible. And, like, the whole thing with everything that Logan Paul was going on about Jelly Roll, like, people can change, you know? Like, you might have done some things in your past that you're not particularly proud of, but then, like, you know, maybe you're making up for it. Maybe you're actually changing your behavior. Maybe you're holding yourself accountable. Those are things that really just, you know, show someone's true colors right there, you know. Does their behavior change? How do they act around people? How are people, you know, receptive to them, right? Like, how are kids and animals around them? Like, that kind of stuff. But, I mean, just from this alone, Jelly Roll just crushed it in this segment. Logan Paul can go kick rocks as far as I'm concerned at this point. I'm interested to see this match just in general, mostly for Jelly Roll at this point. So there's that. I mean, this whole situation, it was okay, I guess, but again, just Jelly Roll's doing a great job. I mean, people were, I took a little look-see-loo on X, and people were even saying the same thing, like, oh my God, Jelly Roll's promos, and I'm like, yeah, like, he's doing great so far. If he could just keep this up, I'm sold. Just keep up the great work, Jelly Roll. You're doing great. Please just keep putting Logan Paul in his place and just keep bringing the fire. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's the energy. It's, you know, the fact that, you know, he is a fan and he's, like, into this. And I think that's what counts. And that's what I think is kind of marinating with a lot of us. I can only speak for myself, but let me know what you think about Jelly Roll so far in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Alrighty, lovely people. We've got Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez. Of course, Alexa and Charlotte, they're taking on Raquel and Roxanne. at SummerSlam for the women's tag team titles. I mean, like I said, I think, you know, a standalone match between these two would be pretty good, so here we are. We've got the match, friends. And Roxanne's also got some new music too, and it's like really moody and stuff, kind of like the Judgment Day, because it's all moody and stuff. I don't know. It's really slow, and I'm like, couldn't they have just used her like old music, because it actually kind of works with the Judgment Day. Either way, Alexa Bliss, huge move off the apron right there to Roxanne. Of course, we got more Ohio representation with Alexa Bliss. She's from Columbus, so love to see that. What I don't love to see is how we got a freaking picture-in-picture commercial break not even 2 minutes into this match. Like, what are we doing here? We're back from the commercial break, and Alexa Bliss is in firm control as we're back inside the ring here. I'm actually really looking forward to this match at SummerSlam. I know that they just, like, released the match card, I think, like this today. Today being Friday, of course. They didn't put everything in order, but I think they at least kind of were like, here's on night 1, here's on night 2. And pretty much, like, I think the big stipulation matches are all on night 2, and I'm really confused. And I hope that it gets switched around a little bit, to be honest, because we need some stipulations on night 1. Yeah, balance, right? Raquel just kind of screwed things up here, but there goes Charlotte. I'm so invested in this whole situation with Alexa and Charlotte. It's been one of the highlights for me. You can do it, Alexa. Oh no, well there goes Raquel. Raquel just went after Charlotte, and Alexa's still on the top rope there. I mean, like, if Alexa's just kind of there, oh, she's pivoting. I mean, hey, that's one way to do it. That's one way to take out somebody. But I mean, I think that could cost her, though, because she doesn't have her eyes on Roxanne, and Roxanne had time to regroup a little bit, right? Sneaky roll up, sneaky roll up. Oh, and she got the rope. Oh, Jesus. Man, can we get, like, a longer match between these two? Oh my God, look at all the blood on Alexa's face there. Well, not like a lot of blood, but I mean, there is blood. We were having a good time, and this match didn't get much time. I know that they had, like, the picture-in-picture commercial break, but, like, my little recording had this end at around, like, 3.5, 4 minutes. Like, what is this? We could have had a nice little TV match, but we can't have nice things. Okay, but where was the secret Hervis at when, like, Chelsea was, like, in the backstage area with Jade? Okay, well, the bell just rang, and we just went to commercial break. What? Oh my God. Okay, I'm doing great. Alrighty, well, we're back from the commercial break, and we've got Jade versus Chelsea here. We got into this whole situation because of Chelsea just, like, going off on Jade. So that all happened. It was involving a whole interview situation. Oh yeah, and we did see Chelsea, of course, on Monday Night Raw with the whole situation with her and the Secret Hervis and Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea and Io and that whole situation there. So again, we know that whenever Chelsea's on our screen, we're gonna be entertained. Well, alright, yep, Chelsea's cooked. Alright, well this match was short too. Okay, well there goes Alba Fire and Piper going after Jade. I mean, at least they got her now, right? Alright, well Tiffany's coming out to make the save. I think it makes sense, right? Because I feel like Tiffany would probably want Jade in as, like, as close to 100% as possible. Oh, we got a little bit of a tug of war here with Tiffany and Jade in the middle of the ring with the title. This could get interesting. This could get very interesting. There we go, we got Jade walking up the ramp. Tiffany's holding the title in the ring. So, yeah, this match happened. Not liking these short women's matches this week. Not at all, not at all. Alrighty, friends, we're at the top of the hour, and Cody's out here to address John Cena. They signed the contract last week, although I'm, like, pretty positive they did address the whole situation that we were talking about where the contract's technically not valid, right? Because Cody forced John Cena to sign a contract, and we talked about how technically that makes the contract null and void. Yet here we are, kids. Here we are. Oh boy. Y'all, I do not trust the street fight, like, whatsoever. I just don't trust it. Oh no, Cody said violence. That's true. That is very true, Cody. He doesn't want to wrestle this John Cena. He wants to wrestle Super Cena. Cody wants to fight the real John Cena. Oh, look at that. Cody acknowledged Stu. Listen, Cody, we want all that too, but I feel like we're going to get that maybe after SummerSlam. I don't know. I can just smell just like something's going to go down at SummerSlam. I want to think it's a double turn, but I could be entirely wrong, right? But something's going to go down at SummerSlam. I don't know what will happen necessarily, but I don't trust anything. I mean, John Cena technically sold his soul to The Rock, so there's that. But okay, I guess Cody's going to see John Cena next week. I mean, we've been seeing some sort of glimpses of John Cena kind of just eeping into the mix, right? Like, we're slowly seeing that facade get chipped away and stuff. So there's that. But yeah. I mean, this whole segment happened. Yeah, again, I don't trust where this whole Cena and Cody situation's going towards at SummerSlam. I don't trust it. But I mean, it's Cody. He got the crowd all fired up. So, I mean, and we're just continuing things leading up to SummerSlam. So I'll give this a thumbs up. Alrighty, we've got Jacob Fatu versus Parma's The Miz. Jacob's got the Cavs-inspired localized kind of gear, which is cool. Love you, Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm still proud of y'all last year. I feel like this is kind of a perfect little microcosm about, like, you know, Ohio in general, where the Ohio people are losing and taking L's tonight in Ohio, particularly in Cleveland. Not to say that we don't take L's here in Cincinnati, but I'm just saying. Oh, Solo. Solo's back in his weekend outfit with Tonga, Loa, and JC Mateo. Wait, did he just call them the MFGs? This is giving off, like, 2K25 vibes. Like, I just get distracted all of a sudden in the match after doing just a little bit of damage, right? Solo's laughing at Jacob like Solo actually did something. Alrighty, we're back from commercial break. Oh, Miz with a huge kick right there. Okay, so basically we kind of got to this match here because, well, Jacob took out the Miz a few weeks ago, back in May at least, and now the Miz is, well, going after Jacob. But I mean, hey, at least the Miz is getting a little bit of airtime here in Cleveland. Jacob's just like going with the headbutts instead of the fists in the corner, and I'm kind of here for it. It's a little spin on things. I'm here for it. Again, the people just love this dude. What? Okay, so the MFT just took the Miz out. And when I say that, I mean like they literally pulled him out of the ring. And then Jacob just took out JC, the Miz, and Tonga Loa. Solo and Tonga now. Okay, well, Tonga was trying to go after Jacob there. Same thing with Solo, but it looks like Jacob is kind of just taking them out. Alrighty, there goes Jacob. Right to the Miz, and well, the Miz just lost. Now Solo and company are going after Jacob. Of course, we had Solo and Jacob happening at SummerSlam in the steel cage match at a stadium, so that is also a thing. We got Jimmy Uso on his way down to help even the odds a little bit. Oh, he's got a chair. He's got the right idea, at least, bringing in a weapon. That makes sense. He just like threw the chair at JC Mateo. And well, there's Tonga. Just took care of Solo. Okay. Jimmy's being pretty strategic here. Can't really blame him. See, there we go. There's the chair. That makes sense. He needed the chair for Tonga because the dude is tall and he's just a very strong dude and he is unfazed by anything, seemingly. Listen, at least Jimmy brought a chair. He's at least trying. That would take out anybody. So wait, if MFT is supposed to stand for My Family Tree, does that technically mean in plural form it's My Family Trees? Which I think would make some sense, maybe? I don't know. Because I mean, technically each of us, we have our own, like, branches and different trees within the family tree. I'm overthinking again. He sees the chair, he sees Solo, he sees the title. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus. Well, there's Tonga with the clothesline. That would take down anybody. That would take down anybody. Yeah, I think Jacob's out, y'all. I think Jacob is out. Solo just said the title is his forever. I don't think that's how it works, Solo. You're eventually gonna lose that title. Because Roman said the same thing, that he was gonna be the champion forever, right? Well, I think the Cleveland fans, I think they're saying it all about Solo. They're letting their voices be heard, to say the least. I think that's an understatement. But yeah, this matchup happened between, oh shoot, I didn't even have the right lower third the entire time. Oopsies, my bad. I'm off my game tonight. It's fine. But yeah, this matchup happened. Everything happened. Okay, anyway, yeah, this whole situation just happened. I hope that everyone goes on to bigger and better, brighter things after SummerSlam. I get a feeling we're gonna get a reset after SummerSlam. That's the vibe I'm getting. Alrighty, lovely people. We have our main event here. We got Andrade and Fenix versus the Wyatt Six for the WWE Tag Team Championships. We had an interaction backstage. Actually, we had a couple of interactions we did chit-chat about. We had, of course, a little bit of a confrontation with Johnny Gargano and Ciampa and Candice and B-Fab and the Street Profits backstage. But the one that kind of piqued my interest a little bit was Julia and Zelina backstage. Zelina wanted her rematch. But the interesting part about that was that Kiana James is back, and she is now sort of like, I don't know if she's like a manager or like what's going on, but she's like aligned with Julia now. So, I mean, it's an interesting pairing, and I kind of want to see where that goes. Oh, well, Dexter Lumis just took down Fenix right there, because Fenix was taking his time up on the top rope. There goes the clothesline from Gacy. There goes Lumis there. Look at that. I don't know. I'm really liking Gacy and Lumis together. All right, well, we're going to picture-in-picture, like, once again, not even a minute and 30 seconds into the match. Oh my god, this is just getting bad with these commercials. We have 8 minutes left on the clock. What are we doing? Alrighty, friends, we're back from the commercial break. Ooh, that was bright. They did like a top-down shot, and I'm like, oh god, the lighting's bright. But we got double tags in, so we got Andrade, and we've got Joe Gacy in the middle of the ring now. Andrade's going for it. There he goes, right in the corner to Gacy. I swear to god, if I see one more ad for this boxing fight on Netflix, I'm like, it's getting to the levels of like the Bloom stuff that's on every other influencer's page. I'm like, nobody needs this. It's like the boxing version of Bloom. You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh god, how do we get to this point? Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Loomis, huge move to Andrade right there into the cover, and Rey Fenix broke things up there. Gacy's going after Rey Fenix now. Oh, Rey Fenix was right in the middle rope there, but Gacy just took him down. Oh, Andrade had the knees up for that. God, that has to hurt though. Like getting powerbombed and the knees are up. Oh my lord. Nope, we do not have new champs. Oh, there's the elbow. Okay, Rey Fenix just took care of Loomis. I got everybody a little mixed up there for a second because Rey Fenix went to the outside of the ring to take care of Dexter Loomis. Okay, well, Nikki Cross just... Okay, so Nikki Cross just caused a DQ because she went after the referee. Okay, there's Eric Rowan now. Okay, well, I see Fraxium. Is Fraxium okay? Oh no, they don't look like they're okay right now. Yeah, we've had this whole thread of like the Wyatts just like being the monster of the week, monster movie type energy where they're just like everyone's just like afraid of them in the tag team division. And well, Motor City Machine Guns, they weren't looking too good there for a moment, but Andrade's back up, Rey Fenix is back up, Gacy's back up, Uncle Howdy's at ringside. Oh, well, Uncle Howdy's taking care of Rey Fenix, it looks like. There's so much going on here at the end of the show. Okay, well, the Street Profits are out there now. There's DIY. Okay, well, Nick Aldis is out here now. Well, hey, Gargano made an appearance on the Cleveland Smackdown. Oh, yeah, no, Dawkins is from the Cincinnati area, too, so we got all the Ohioans in one spot. Oh, my God, look at everybody at ringside. Oh, man, Nick Aldis is on the turnbuckle and everything. Oh... Oh, are we gonna get another ladder match? Oh, we're gonna get another TLC match. I'm with Dawkins. Let's go. When's it happening? Oh, wait. This is happening at SummerSlam? See, this is the kind of ending of a wrestling show that I'm here for. Everyone beating the crap out of each other. There's like all the security and everything. Just pure chaos. And the tag team division is still like one of the highlights for me on this show. The fans are chanting, this is awesome. I'd have to agree. This is insane. I love this for us. I'm just like losing track of everything. Andrade just threw the prime bottle at Fraxium. This is wild. Oh, what an ending. Oh, wait, is Ciampa gonna just like dive on top of everyone? Yep. There he goes. Listen, like, this is the ending that I'm here for. Give me more of this stuff. This match could also steal the show during SummerSlam weekend. I'm just saying. They did it the first time with the TLC. I think that was, what, after WrestleMania? So, yeah, no, this needs to be at SummerSlam, 1000%. Overall, the match was quite good. I enjoyed it. I think, again, I like both the teams so far. Again, even as, as new of a team as Rey Fenix and Andrade are together. I really like them together. I don't know why, but they seem to really mesh well together in the ring. And the Wyatt Six, they're just like spooky movie of the week vibes to me. And just everybody was like kind of terrified of them, and like nobody can get along in the tag team division now, which is hilarious to me. But nonetheless, Loomis and Gacy, they work really well as a team. They're a well-oiled machine, and I love it. So yeah, this was a decent matchup. I quite enjoyed it, but the ending, just when everything kind of fell apart there at the end, I love it, and I love that we're getting like this crazy TLC match at SummerSlam. I'm really excited for this. Again, the tag team division over on SmackDown. I mean, really, the men and women's tag team divisions are kind of a highlight for me on this show right now because, I mean, especially with everything going on with Alexa and Charlotte and their whole situation. I mean, that's also a highlight too, but I'm going to give this overall a thumbs up because, I mean, the match up until the end there was good. Again, the ending was a little weird, but like once we saw what happened after, it made sense. So, like, we're still going to warrant that thumbs up because, again, the match was good itself. And I mean, the ending was crazy and chaotic, and I am all for it. Well, friends, this show was really weird. I don't know how else to word it. Like, we obviously knew about the couple of matches that were heading into the show, right? The Alexa and Roxanne, along with the tag team title match. Now, basically, the tag team stuff at the very end of the show, even the tag team title match itself, that was the highlight of the week for me. But I think, again, I understand that they probably had to pivot things here and there to kind of do the memorial stuff for Hogan. I get that. But, like, did we really have to make those matches really short? Like, I don't know, just everything just felt off this week in terms of just the pacing and everything. And I'm like, was this just kind of because maybe they're saving more stuff for next week because it's SummerSlam weekend? I don't know. We've had like 3 full weeks of 2-hour SmackDowns that were live because the 4th of July one was pre-taped. I don't know, like, again, 3.5 hours felt too long. 2 hours feels really rushed. I wish, again, we could just get that 2.5 hours because that's the sweet spot in there. So, yeah, overall, I think everyone did the best they could with what they had to work with. I mean, you know, we can't really fault the wrestlers, you know, for like, oh, or maybe our time's kind of shorter than usual. I don't know. But this week kind of felt very fillery to me. I think I said the same thing about last week, but I don't know. I get that we're building up towards SummerSlam and everything, but this episode kind of just felt really off to me. Again, maybe because of the pivoting, maybe other factors, I don't know. But let me know what you thought about this week's episode of SmackDown down in the comments down below. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you get notifications around here and that sort of thing. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.